Read. We got your session here. So I see we got the acoustic, the bass, the vocals, the bongos, the sandblocks, which were a cool percussion device. And then, one of the things that we could have talked about was producer trick number 101, which is in the choruses added some maybe tambourine or something a little higher pitched, which would then add some nice, dimension going on without detracting from anything else, because it's sort of the frequency is so much higher. So, couple other things. So, I like the stereo acoustic guitar here. Oops. Thought that sounded good. And I noticed we were playing, I don't know why it's playing with the panning, that's fine. So then you have the bass mic and the bass DI, and then you did stereo bus to a track, which is great. So you, that's putting them into bussing them together and compressing them together. But because you have them panned, you can see the bus sort of, the bass lives on one side. Oh, by the way, that was cool, production element. Didn't talk about that, but. So the bass, low end, kick drums, bass guitars, those should be panned in the middle usually, because those are the low end and we want both speakers working together, not against each other. So I would still. Did you do some automation? I keep hitting that. Let's see here. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So that would be something that I would change about this mix. Is I would just leave these panned in the center. I get the effect that you did, but when low frequency kick drums, bass guitars, we want them both speakers working in phase with each other. We want that coming out together. So this is a little weird. But that routing them together is good. The other thing, and you did this and a couple other people did this too, you have all your effects pre-fader. This goes back to, recording techniques like week, 3, pre and post fader. So effects are post fader, and here's why. For instance, so I'm listening to the track and I muted the lead vocals. I'm still hearing the guitar. I'm still hearing the reverb of the voice. If I mute the voice, I don't want to hear anything associated with that. So all these effects are post-fader. Headphones are pre-fader, monitors and live sound are post-fader, but effects are always post-fader. So now if I make this an instrumental song, so maybe I'm going to use it on a web page or for a TV advertisement or something, if I mute the vocal, now I have the instrumental, not mostly instrumental with some reverby vocal. I did really like this kind of cool whooshy thing. I even really talked about backwards, so that was really cool. Really nice production element there.
I'm letting go.
So one of the things that I'm not a big fan of gates on voices, so I just take that off. And you got the compressor.
I'm letting.
And then, see what we got here. All right.
I'm letting go of everything.
This is not doing anything for me. And then we've got 3132 is our deverb. So I'd solo safe that. That's something you can do, which is hit Command S on these effects so that when you solo the voice, you also hear the effect generally.
I'm letting.
So one of the things that might have been a cool effect is maybe instead of that chorus effect, maybe a little delay. So in this delay, let's go to this slap mono delay. Let's set this up for, let's see, bus, doesn't matter, 28. Let's do this here. Set this up, bus 28.
I'm letting go of everything, 'cause there's nothing left for me.
I think that's something you were kind of thinking of.
I'm letting go of everything, 'cause there's nothing left for me.
Okay, so something like that might have been really nice on that. And I didn't even touch that. I kind of like that. Maybe sometimes a little, about 72 and somewhere there.
I'm letting go of everything, 'cause there's nothing left for me to show. So please don't get close to me, 'cause I'll only let you.
All right. Now, the last thing I wanted to make a suggestion is, I think the bass adds a lot here, but where it doesn't add is that it's really off time. So one of the things you need to do is make a bass group, and you need to edit it. G, we'll call this bass. So, for instance, and your guitar, since you don't have drums, you still have an anchor, and your drums, your guitar is your anchor. So you'd come through here.
Searching to find the person that I used to be, but lost myself in lies that were never full of honest.
Okay, so that is totally off. So let's do that. And I see you did something here. I'm going to delete that. Now we need to put this in the right spot, and it's probably that.
Honest.
There we go. Then we can, a little too much. Get that lined in. The cross here. Crossfade these two things.
Never full of honesty. I'm changing. I'm leaving.
So I think you got that, but there's a lot of little bass, just because it wasn't played with the click. So right from the get-go, these two are both off. So I'm gonna move these together, and I'm gonna anchor the second one. Maybe just a little. And you'd have to, this whole bass track will look even more like that. So you did some editing. I see that now. But man, it's so distracting. So
I'm looking.
yeah, you can just see where it needed to be. Oops. Is that the one I want? Or was it this one? Yeah, there we go. That's the one.
I'm looking, I'm searching.
So this one now sounds a little.
Searching.
Make sure I open up.
Find the person that I used to.
Okay. You